Alright, hey, Hades Omega here, and welcome to another anime figure show and tell with Karasuba here from the anime Prima Doll. Alright, I don't know if it was a manga or a light novel. I'm kind of unsure on the source. Okay, yeah, so Prima Doll was an anime that came out a few years ago, and Hades Omega enjoyed it a lot. I believe there's like a manga, light novels, and visual novel, right? Video games. Okay, so yeah, seems like it's a pretty popular series, is what I was saying, right? Yeah, Hades Omega enjoyed it a lot, and I liked the character Karasuba a whole lot. All right, she was a sweet sweet doll character in that anime. All right, I liked her, and she was real pretty too. So I always said, like, hey, if there's a Karasuba figure out there, I'd like to get it, all right? And this is not, I know, I guess it wasn't that too popular in anime, but they did have a couple figures that came out with it. There is also a Haizakura figure, so Hades Omega will probably pick that up if I can find a good deal. So yes, I got a very good deal on this figure, okay guys? So here's where I got it from. I got it from Ami Ami. I ordered her in October of 2024, so pretty recently compared to when I'm shooting this video in March 2025. Okay, so this figure is a pre-owned item B, box B. All right, Prima Doll Karasuba 1/7 scale painted figure. Unit price was 6,780 JPY. All right, or yen. That's pretty damn cheap. Okay, it's like $45 is what it is. Okay, so Hades Omega got this figure for a steal. I think the MSRP on it it's got to be like at least triple digits. Okay, if you go on Koto USA, they have this figure and it's triple digits figure. Okay, so well, we'll see when we get to the myfigurecollection.net information. All right, so here we go. So here's the myfigurecollection.net information on this figure. All right, this is the this is a pre-painted figure. All right, and its origin is Prima Doll. Character is Karasuba, and the company is Kotobukiya as the manufacturer. Artist is Ming Chi Chu as the sculptor, and Fuzi Choko as the illustrator. That's like the artist. And then this figure was released. There are two releases of this figure. There was a limited Japan exclusive first press limited edition, and they both came out on the same day. I guess there's some limited edition versions of this figure. I think this is the standard release version. Okay, guys, because the barcode matches there's two different barcodes for this, all right, and this one has the standard release barcode. Okay, but anyway, the limited edition was released for 23,000 yen. Woohoo! It's the $200 figure, guys. I cannot believe I got this for like 6,700 yen, man. That is nuts, man. I cannot believe how cheap and I also had been eyeing this figure for a long time. I was like, I'm gonna buy it, and I hope somebody doesn't buy it. So I think I had seen one come up, and then somebody bought it, and then this one popped up, and I was like, oh, I want to buy that. So February 10, 2023, there was two releases, the limited and a standard. All right, this one is the standard because of the barcode. You can tell. The limited was 23,000 yen, and the standard release was 20,000 yen. All right, so that's what, $170, $180 still. Materials are ABS and PVC. Dimensions is a 1/7 scale with a height of 245 millimeters or 9.56 inches. Okay, pretty tall figure. It's the box is huge also, guys. Well, I will do a comparison shot right now with this manga of Topu GP Volume 13. All right, so there you go. So it's more than a manga tall. All right, and this is one of those U.S. mangas that's like a little bigger than the Japanese ones. All right, so there you go. It's about a quarter taller than this manga, okay? pretty big box, is what I want to say, from Kotobukiya. Okay, here's some market prices that I can see on myfigurecollection.net. It says here Solaris has it for $86. I don't know why this figure is so cheap now, guys. It's I don't know. We'll find out. Ninin Games has it for 18,000 yen. Plaza Japan has it for 16,000 yen. Oh, they had it for 14,300 yen at some point. Animota has it for 19,000 yen. Somebody was saying they got it on Amazon for 6,500 yen. That's about how much I paid for it. So, and that's brand new too. So, somebody's selling it for 120. Solaris has it a year ago. They had it in stock, brand new and pre-owned. All right, brand new was $121, or pre-owned $93. Okay, so the price is just kind of all over the place, guys. If you shop enough, you could probably find this figure for under $100. All right, or $45 like Hades Mega got. Okay, so all right, so there you go. That's where I got her from, Ami Ami. All right, for about 6,700 yen. And that's the information for myfigurecollection.net. So let's start the figure show and tell. All right, so this is the box. It's very big. You guys saw how big it is compared to the manga. Okay, it's got like a kind of background, like a wallpaper background, sort of, kind of, I guess. And then there's like a wood background right here. All right, it says here 1/7 scale pre-painted figure. There's some kind of holographic sticker here of authenticity. Yep. Okay, down here we've got a Kotobukiya and Key. Okay, so I guess this is one. Yeah, it was based off a visual novel, I guess, or something. And then here we've got Prima Doll. All right, I guess that's what this says in Japanese. And then the title of the anime that she came from was Prima Doll. Okay. And then the character is Karasuba. All right, that's what it says here. I think they have it in hiragana and kanji right here. Okay, and in English. Very nice. 3 different ways to write it. Okay, and then it's got a huge window. Would this make a good box figure? Yes, it would make a good box figure. All right, and I guess it kind of like it makes it look like they're in the cafe. They were the setting of the anime was in the cafe that they worked at, okay, or like a restaurant, and they were the dolls that or automatons or whatever they call them that worked there, okay, and yeah, so it kind of makes it look like they're at the restaurant doing the thing, okay. But yeah, the window is about, let me see. That's like an 80% window almost. Yeah, let's call it 75% window. So would this make a good box figure? Yes, it would. All right. However, from what I can tell, there's a little hole on the top to get light in. Okay, so very nice. Okay. Also, it says down here, it says metal statues which resemble living human girls. They understand the mind and have an inner voice. Okay. So yeah, so they're pretty much like androids, okay? All right, so this side of the box has a picture of Karasuba, the figure, right? And all the other extra goodies that come with it. And then there's some like paintings and stuff in the background with a wooden wall. Okay, you got these same information from the front, but it says sculpted by Chu Ming Chi. Okay, so that's who the creator of this figure. Right, I don't know if they painted it, but it says they sculpted it. Okay, and we'll see how good their work is. Get her out of the box. All right. Okay, and here's the back of the figure box. Here you've got a close-up of a big picture of the figure. All right, here you've got a full-size shot of the figure. All right, same information from the front. I'm not going to go over it. All right, there's a little border around here. Very nice. And then there's like a bunch of feathers. I think Karasuba is like a crow or something, right? Yeah, that's right. So Karasuba is like a crow. That's what the name Karasuba is, or like a raven or something. Okay. Okay, so here's this side of the box. It's got a bunch of picture frames with pictures of the figure. All right, so here you've got one of her boots and this little kind of old-fashioned looking radio. Here, there's the table with a drink on it, like a kind of like a soda float type of thing, all right, root beer float. And then here you've got a picture of the back of the figure, right? And then here from like another angle, right? Lots of nice pictures. It is kind of scratched right here and dented. And if the box is a B box, okay, guys. So it's not in the bestest of shape here. Like looks like it's tearing or something. Okay, so unfortunately the box has quite a bit of damage. I accidentally sat on it last week too. So I was gonna do a show and tell on this figure last week, and I decided not to all of a sudden. So but here we are now. Okay, so let's take a look at the top. This way. All right, so here there's like a gear, right, or like a cog. Okay, so they're pretty much like robots, right? And then yeah, you've got this. It looks like a kind of toilet paper background. That's what it looks like. Looks like a toilet paper background with like these the bird feathers and stuff. Okay, and then here you've got the information for the figure. All right. So here they've got a warning in different languages. All right. English, Chinese, and Japanese, China. They look the same. This is Japanese. The bottom is Japanese. I don't know. Yeah, there's all these cautions and stuff for ages 15 and up. It conforms to the safety requirements of ASTM F963. Huh, that's interesting. So it's just, man, the figure market is just this worldwide now, okay, guys? What other information here? So we got Kotobukiya here. We got some Kotobukiya URLs. All right, copyright visual arts key. You've got email here, recycling materials, ABS and PVC. All right, here's the Ami barcode. All right, it's a BB. All right, and then here's the Jan code. All right, so this one has a 49 at the end, so I know this is the standard version, okay? And then there's like a kind of part number here, PV087, right, / 20,000. I wonder what the 20,000 is. Maybe they made 20,000 of these, right? Made in China, okay? What isn't made in China nowadays? I have to say the box is very, very nice. I like it. Okay, so let's start the unboxing. That's a little hard to see. It's a little dark in there, but so that's what the inside of the box looks like. So it's got like a kind of wood flooring, and then like, yeah, and then some walls and stuff, right? So it's to make it look like the cafe or restaurant that was in the anime. Okay. Okay, and there she is, the beautiful Karasuba, alright? The beautiful and caring Karasuba from Prima Doll. So this figure came out in, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces, alright guys? This is pretty much a diorama figure. It's kind of crazy, alright? It's very, very nice. I think I feel like I've had a figure like this before. Let me go look up who the sculptor is and what other stuff they've worked on. Okay, so yeah, the sculptor for this figure was Ming Chi Chu, right? And I don't have any other figures from them. All right, so I have nothing to bench. I don't have a benchmark for it, but I have to say it is very very nice. All right, they've done a lot of this artist has done a lot of Kotobukiya figures. Okay, some that I want, but they're kind of too expensive for me right now. Okay, so but this one I got a great deal. I cannot believe I got this for $45. What a bargain. Okay, so there's the base. Okay, so yeah, the first thing you would do is take the base out, and there's like a second kind of compartment, all right, clamshell compartment that you have to remove to get the base out. So that's the first thing you got to do, and then it's got all these weird kind of cutouts and stuff to plug the stuff in. It's like it looks like a lot of the stuff that you would plug into the base looks like a XT60 connector, if you guys know what that is. All right, it's a battery connector. Karasuba is held on by like I guess 2 pegs that are shaped like a XT60 connector, guys. It's funny because like they run off of electricity, right? And yeah, so this her left foot just plugs into the base like that, and then the back foot doesn't do anything. All right, so. Well, this has potential to be a leaner in the future. Yes, I believe it does, guys. She's not very stable. If I shake her a lot, she wobbles around a lot. So I kind of don't like that. All right. I wish they just use like a traditional peg. But so there is a hole for the heel. All right. There's a hole for the heel, and then there's that part that plugs into the base, like I mentioned. Okay. So that's the only thing that's supporting the figure. Good thing is, for the most part, the figure is standing straight up and down, so I don't think she has less potential to be a drooper in the future. Okay, hopefully, as long as you display the base on a flat surface, I think you'll be okay. Okay, so yeah, so there's the base. The base is it's like a diorama. All right, so it makes me wonder, what does the Haizakura figure look like? He's mega. Well, looking forward to getting one of those. All right, but so also the next thing to put on is there's a table, and then there's this radio. All right, in the back, like kind of old-fashioned radio. All right, this one plugs into the base just like a USB or a XT60 connector also. Right, and then yeah, there's the table. All right, so you would put the table on there. It's got 3 legs. One of them is keyed. All right, it's kind of like. I don't know how to. They just kind of slashed one of the sides off of the peg on there that goes into the base. All right, so you know which one is which. Honestly, I don't think it even matters. Like, it looks like it's symmetrical in every direction. Okay, guys, but yeah, I looked at it. I was like, I think that's the special peg. All right, so it goes like right here where I'm pointing at right now. Okay, and then so that just comes in like there. Okay. Yeah, none of this stuff was hard to put on the base. I wish it was a little bit more sturdy, all right, is what I want to say, because the Karasuba kind of bobbles around a little bit, all right? And then, so the last thing to put is the drink, okay, or the, yeah, it's like a root beer float or something. It looks a little different than it does in the in the pictures. But anyway, so yeah, there's the drink, and then there's a saucer, and then there's a spoon, all right? So I had to kind of look at the picture to figure out how to put it together. You can literally put it anywhere you want, all right, or just not display it at all if you don't want. Yeah, I guess you don't have to display the radio either. And all this stuff you don't have to put, all right? It's all optional, all right, if you just want the figure, all right? Oh, also there is a this menu, all right? So she's carrying the menu here for their restaurant. Okay, and yeah, so you would put the saucer down, and you put the cup on top of it, and then there's a spoon, right? And the spoon will just sit on the saucer. All right, pretty nice. All right, it's kind of a lot of stuff to lose though, and it's not secure. Also, that's another thing. So if you're moving the figure around, be very careful. That stuff could just fall out. Okay, I would just take it off, then lay the figure wherever you're going to display it, and then put that stuff on there. Okay. So yeah, The assembly was kind of, there you go. It wasn't too bad, as I want to say. There's just kind of a lot of parts, all right, but very nice, very very nice. Okay, all right. So Hayes Mega, we'll do a quick 360, and then Hayes Mega will take a closer look at this figure, and we'll begin to scrutinize this figure. Okay, for $45, there's not much you could scrutinize. That's like how much you would buy like your run-of-the-mill prize figure, guys, and this is a nice, beautiful scale figure that's like a diorama. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, I've looked her over and I like what I see. All right, so let's go start to scrutinize and take a closer look at the finer details of this figure. We'll start at the base and we'll work our way up. Okay, so the base is very, very nice. I've never seen a base like this before. Okay, so you got these two cogs here, all right, and then you've got like a kind of brick kind of flooring, all right. It's not the wooden flooring that's in the box, okay. Whether it goes together with the other Prima Doll figures, I'm not 100%. Okay, guys. There it is. Okay, very nice. It's lots of different colors. You've got this kind of brown colored brick, and then you've got a gray one, and then this kind of purple colored one. All right, and then some of them are like broken. Okay, very nice. It must have taken a lot of work to paint all that. If they did paint it, I'm not sure. So you can see there's some kind of like panel lining too, where the top is and everything. Very nice. I like the base. Is it flat? For the most part, yep. All right, I don't have to worry about finding any nub marks or anything. It's not like a traditional kind of base, all right. And also the cogs are kind of this, it's kind of like a gold color, like a dirty gold color or something. Okay, very nice. Okay, so let's go take a look at this table. Well, let's go take a look at the accessories before we take a look at Karasuba herself. Okay, so there's the table, right? The funny thing is that this figure doesn't have any shading on it. However, the table has shading. Okay, yeah, like so here it gets lighter and then it gets a little darker here. Right here it gets darker on the edges, is what I noticed. All right. Also, I noticed that it's like kind of darker on the edges here too, for the paint. So I don't know, whoever painted the table went to great detail to make it look what's the word, shaded. All right, very nice. It also does look very wood-like. Okay, is what I'm gonna say. Okay, it's like kind of like a shiny wood. A lot of the paint finishes in this figure, is what I noticed, is it's like a matte finish. Okay, you can see some light reflect off of it. Very nice. Okay, the table has 3 legs, and then this part that supports the top part. All right, there's also these kind of supports that hold table together. Very nice. Okay, and then so you've also got the drink that's sitting on it. All right, guys. All right, so there's the drink. It's in like a tall glass, and I guess it's supposed to be something like a root beer float. What it looks like is it's the melon soda. All right, the Japanese melon soda. Yeah, they usually come out in a green color. That's what it looks like. It's a melon soda with ice cream on top. Okay, I was remembering the ice cream song from Prima Doll. And then and so there's also like a straw coming out of it. It's like a silver straw. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's like one of those metal straws, I guess. All right, it looks a little different than it does on the packaging. All right, the picture. It looks kind of like yeah, it looks more green. It looks more, it's clear, guys, okay? So you can kind of see through it. And I guess there's supposed to be some kind of ice in there also. Okay, yeah, it just kind of looks like there's nothing on the bottom here, and you can even see the straw in there a little bit, okay? Okay, and then there's a white saucer. All right, I'm not going to go into too much detail about the accessories. And then there's like a kind of silverish looking spoon, right? It's one of those long spoons that you would use to eat like a parfait or something, okay? And yeah, so it's a dessert beverage, okay, guys. Very nice. It kind of adds a little. It makes it like a diorama, okay, basically. And then so also you've got this kind of radio looking thing, all right. So it's kind of like it's kind of steampunkish type anime, guys. So this was the setting, all right. And then so that's the radio, all right. And that just kind of plugs into the base, okay. It's like a wood color, all right, like a kind of like a dark wood color. It's almost like a flat finish, like you don't see too much light reflect off of it. There's some ribbing on it. Look at that. It's pretty cool. All right, and then there's this kind of metal plate on the back here that they've painted gold. Very nice. I don't really know what that is, but this must have been based off of some kind of illustration, is my guess. Okay. All right, and then there's the front of it. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's like she like kind of covering it and everything. But there's some knobs here. Right, I think it feel like it has some kind of shading. Maybe. All right, it looks very wood looking. I have to say that their wood looks very good. It looks like wood. All right, guys. Maybe it might look a little plasticky, but a lot of figures, the wood, it just looks like plastic colored wood. All right. Like it looks plastic, right? This looks kind of like more wood looking, okay? But yeah, it's got these little knobs here. There's 3 knobs in the front, and then there's some kind of like a dial, all right, up here, like kind of like a clock or something. All right, there's a little hole up here. All right, maybe it's a speaker hole or something. All right, and then there's a cutout here for more the speaker stuff. Okay, it's like an old-fashioned radio, all right, is what it is. I don't know. That was before Hades Mega's time, so. Okay, and then yeah, since we're here at the bottom still, let's take a look at Karasuba's footwear. All right, so she's wearing these very high boots. All right, they're like just below the knee height boots. They look like a leather kind of, yeah, they're like a leathery boots. All right, they're a high heel boot also. Look at how high the heel is. Okay, and it also this part just plugs into the base. All right, the heel and the boot. All right, it is kind of bobble a bit. Okay, I don't like that. I wish it was a little more secure, but you know, maybe it's worn out over time. I don't know if I think this figure was displayed before. I'm not 100%, but they took good care of repackaging it. Okay, so boots have all sorts of colors on it. All right, there's this kind of lighter brown color, and a darker brown color, and then this kind of really dark color. All right, and then you've got these kind of rivets for the toe part. All right, pretty cool looking boot. All right, and the sole is like a really dark brown color. All right, and it kind of matches the heel and stuff. Okay, and you can see there's a fold right here. Very good molding. Okay, it looks kind of plasticky, I'm not gonna lie. Also, there's these rings here. These rings are what hold the boot together. I'm not really sure how that works. Maybe there's like some kind of elastic part here that holds the 2 rings together or something. And it's like open in the center. So I'm guessing she's wearing like a socks or something. And that's what these are. Okay. She's wearing like a black socks maybe. Or maybe that's just the tongue of the boot or something. I'm not sure. Okay. Pretty interesting looking boots. And it's also open here, all right? There's a strap that goes around the calf, I guess. And I guess holds the top part in. There's like a buckle here. Lots of little details to it. Very nice. Okay, buckles and everything. You can see some like kind of panel lining here. Very nice. No shading on it at all though. Okay, but it still looks very nice. I like it. You can see the figure is just wobbling a lot. See. All right, and then let's go take a look at these fabulous Karasuba legs. Okay, so that's the absolute territory, right? The skin that shows from the top of the, well, in this case is the boots, all right, to the skirt. Okay, guys. Oh, also, okay, I will show you her pantsu in this video, okay, guys? I got a good look at them, and they're really cute. But yeah, so there's her legs, okay? It's I feel like it's a flat finish. Not a lot of light reflects off of it. So she's got a flat finish legs or skin. It looks very good though. It's very smooth. All right, not too shiny, not too dull, just right. All right, no shading at all on it. The molding is pretty good though. You can kind of make out the knees and everything. She's got a nice pair of legs. Okay, and then yeah, so I promise you guys will get the pantsu shot because she's wearing like a kind of special pantsu. Okay. Okay, so I don't normally show the pantsu, guys, okay? But I was putting her together and I got a good look at them, all right? Yeah, so the skirt just kind of it just opens up, all right? You can see a lot. You can really see in there, okay, guys? They're not hiding it, okay? But yeah, so that's the pantsu, all right? They're white and it has this little feathers on it. Like, so if you guys don't know what Karasuba is, it's a crow, right? It's a bird, all right? And then so you can see right here there's a little imprint or printing of a feather, all right? So I thought that was a nice touch, all right? Okay, you guys want to see the back? You know, you can't see the back. There's too much stuff in the way. Okay, so yeah, you really get a good shot. Ooh, you can kind of almost see her booty. All right? Yeah, so there you go. I just wanted to show that because it had that detail in there, all right? That was kind of cool. That's what I thought. So there you go. You guys got the panty shot. All right, Hades and Mega nerding out on the pantsu. All right, so yeah, so you guys just saw the pantsu. Now let's go take a look at her beautiful dress. All right, so it's kind of like a kimono dress is what I would call it. It looks kind of like a kimono, but it comes out like it has a skirt to it and everything. All right, so it's kind of like a Western Japanese fusion type of dress. All right, something you would find in like Harajuku or something. Okay, guys. All right, so yeah, actually the skirt is like two colors, right? There's a darker purple and then there's a lighter purple, all right? See, she's got lots of shades of purple, all right? Because like crows are like a dark color, right? So she's got a lot of dark colors, all right? So the back, so here you've got the darker purple, and then here you've got the lighter purple, and then there's a lot of pleats in it, all right? So these are all the pleats and everything. Very nice. Okay, I don't think there's any kind of shading on it, but it looks very nice. Okay, the line's pretty straight here. I guess this is where the two colors meet. Okay, so it's kind of like a seam or something on the dress. Very nice. I like it. Okay, and then so she's wearing like a kind of like one of those Japanese style aprons, all right, for like the Japanese maids. All right, it's white. And it's got this frilly stuff at the end of it. Right, it's a flat white. I think, yeah, so I think the purple is a matte and then the white is like a flat color. That's what they used for it. Very nice. Okay, and then in the back, it just kind of just open in the back. You can't really see that. You don't really need an apron for the back, guys, okay? All right, and then so the sleeves have these really long, I don't know what to call them. They're just really long sleeves, all right? They come out, and then they just kind of droop all the way down here, all right? And it's very, very nice coloring and designs on it. These look like feathers is what they look like, actually, see? So to continue with the bird theme, right? Here you've got these kind of, they look like feathers. They're black and then white. All right, and then there you've got these blue lines down here. Very nice paint. Oh my god. Okay, I think it's a matte finish, and it also it fades. The blue fades into the purple here. All right, look at the gradient here. All I can say is my compliments to the painter. The paint job they did on this figure is very, very nice. I'm very impressed with it. Okay. How they can put all those designs in there and stuff. Very nice. Okay, the lines are pretty straight and everything. Very nice for the most part. Okay, and then underneath, it's a blue and then with the black stripes. Okay, here's a little black part on the tip here. I don't know, that might have been like a over spray or something. It looks like the blue might have a little bit of shading on it too, because it's a little whiter here and darker on the edges. Interesting, interesting. Okay, and yes, so they're like really big sleeves. All right, so we can see how big the opening is here, and you can kind of see into it a little bit with her hand. Very nice. Okay, so here's the other side. Same dealie. Beautiful. And I think it makes it look really pretty, the design of it, everything. Okay, you can kind of see like a seam lines here, all right, for how they, kind of would stitch it together and everything. You can see how the molding kind of, it bends and everything. Very nice. I'm very, very impressed. Okay, you can see a little bit of the apron coming out there. Okay, and then so there's our hands. So our hands are kind of cradling the menu here. All right, if you guys want to see it, yeah, let's go pull it up. You don't have to put it in there, all right, but it says grand menu on it. Kuroneko Cafe. Okay, I think that's the name of their restaurant. Okay, Kuroneko Cafe, and it's kind of, yeah, it's got a Kuroneko right here, like a kind of drawing of one. It looks like it's made out of like leather or something, and like there's these stitchings over here. Very nice. Okay, there's the back. There's a picture of a cat stretching. Okay, and you just slip it back in there. All right, very nice. All right, she's just kind of cradling it. She's gonna present it to you, so you can order what you want to order, type of thing. All right, she's doing the waitress right now. Okay. Alright, so there's her hands are just cupped around the holding the menu. Very nice. It doesn't look like there's any kind of nail paint or anything, fortunately. Okay, and then let's go take a look at her chest. You can't really see her chest too much because all this stuff is in the way, alright? But I think she's wearing like an obi of some sort. Okay, but you can't see it all that much. You can see the side. So it's like a brown obi. It's like maybe like a leather. It's a big leather belt is what it is. Okay, and it goes around her kind of midsection, right, where her tummy is. The top here is a yellow color, and then the bottom here is blue, and then the rest of it is brown. Okay, kind of like a leather. Very nice. Okay, yeah, you can see it kind of peeking up here. Okay, there's the yellow part and then there's the blue part. Very nice, man. The paint is so good on this. Like the way they've able to separate everything. Okay, there's her chest assist. She's got a generous chest assist, is what I'm gonna say. Okay, guys, they're all covered up. All right, guys. No cleavages, nothing. Okay, guys. Yeah, I mean that's the uniform is very modern or modest is what I say. All right, so yeah, you can see the frilly stuff from the apron right here. So I guess the apron goes underneath the obi somehow, right? Okay, and then there's like a leather strap. Oh yeah, there's it's kind of like the obi has like suspenders. That's what these are, I guess. And then there's another strap that goes on top of her chest assist right here. Okay, it's like a leather strap. All right, and then this is the opening right here, the V opening. It looks like it's kind of, there's two layers to this kind of kimono dress type thing. All right, there, yeah, so the outside layer is purple and black. Okay, so It's the same. It's the same designs that are on the sleeve. Okay, so like these feather designs. There's one. There's one on each of her boobs. Okay, and then you can kind of see here where the top part of the kimono part, and then this is the one that goes underneath it. All right, it's kind of hard to see, is what I'm gonna say. All right, and then the bottom is just like a kind of darker blue. Okay, so it's like a 2-layer dealie. It's kind of the same blue that's like on the sleeves. Okay, and then you can see a little bit of her neck. Very nice. Yeah, so before we take a look at her face, let's take a look at this backpack she's wearing. All right, so these are the backpacks that all the dolls wear. It's like their power source. Okay, guys, it's very steampunkish anime. Okay, guys. So there it is. It looks like a big, I don't know what you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the proton pack from Ghostbusters. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, that's exactly what it reminds me of. Okay, except it's like even more steampunkish, because it's like I got like a brass colors and like a dark brown colors and stuff. Okay. All right, this looks like some kind of exhaust or intake or something. All right, there's like a vial here or something, and yeah, man, it's intricate. Right, there's a little hose coming out here that goes there. All right, there's another hose coming out of here, and it coils around here, and then it's like the other color is like a kind of the gold or brass colored. Very cool. So the backpack. Oh, that's what those are. Okay, so yeah. So those are the straps. So what I said was the suspenders is actually a strap. This the obi holds the backpack up. I didn't realize that. I was like, oh, okay. It looks like it's kind of attached to the obi, and then there's some straps that go around. All right, and then there's like a kind of support harness in the front that holds it on there. Okay, pretty cool. I like it, man. He's Megan's just nerding out on it. Okay, so that's the backpack, man. You can see her bobble a lot, man. This figure bobbles around a lot. Also, the back, there's like a kind of plate in the back. There's a base plate where all the straps are attached to. Like there's another one down, another strap going down here, and then there's the ones on the top there. Okay, very nice, very nice. The details, I love it. Okay, I've raised the camera up a bit so you guys can see above the menu, but let's take a look at Karasuba's lovely face. Okay, there she is. She's got a little smile on her face, looking off to the left. She's got a like a kind of pinkish, purplish colored eyes. Okay, she's so pretty. Okay, and the skin, she's got some pretty fair skin, is what I'm gonna say. Same as the legs and everything. It's I think it's a flat finish. Very nice. She's got a little smile on her face. She's greeting you. So what's going on here? All right, and then so there's her hair. She's got this lovely long purplish colored hair. So the hair does have a shading on it. All right, it's like a kind of like a dark purple to like light purple shading. Okay, very nice. The details on the hair look very good. Right, she's got very straight, smooth hair, right, and she's got it done up in a ponytail. All right, there's the ponytail right there, and then I guess there's this kind of cover that it goes through, and it looks like a bird's wing, is what it looks like. Yeah. So lots of bird, theme with Karasuba. Okay, obviously because her name is a bird, right? And then there's a red ribbon here that's tied off everything. Okay, and it's just kind of going all over the place. Very nice. Okay, also this this little cover for the ponytail that's shaped like a wing has a gradient. All right, so like it goes from like a baby blue to like a light purple. Very nice. That's the second kind of gradient. Kind of, yeah, similar to the sleeves. See how the gradient is on the sleeves. Very nice. The use of transitions in this is very nice. Okay. She's got very long hair. I'd imagine if she let it go down, it'd probably go past her booty. Okay. She's also got like a purple highlights here. on the inside. Beautiful. Okay. Good molding on the hair. Nice and smooth. Alright, so it's like the top of the hair color is like a dark purple, and then the inside of her hair is like a kind of a brighter purple. Okay, so she's got these 4 locks here. Okay, very nice. And then there's the bangs. You can kind of see through them a little bit. All right, you can just kind of barely make out the eyebrows, but they're hiding in there. Okay, you can see her ear poking out there. Very nice. Her ear looks like ears. You've got a couple little, all right, so you've got a couple looking little pieces of hair poking out of here. Very nice attention to detail. Oh, is that like a dirt? Yep, it is. Okay, good. All right, there was like a piece of dust in her hair. So I just took it off. All right, there she is. Isn't she such a cutie? I love her. All right, she's my favorite character in that anime. All right, she's such a sweet doll. Okay, she's such a sweet girl. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, and so with that, we are done with the figure show and tell. I'm sorry if it was kind of long. There was a lot of stuff to talk about. All right, we even looked at her pantsu. Okay, so yeah, there's all sorts of little details and stuff in this figure, and Hayes Mega just kind of went bonkers on it. Okay, I like it. I like it a whole lot. I love this character a lot from the anime, and there is also another Prima Doll figure. There's a Haizakura figure. Okay, so the little doll. That's always very cute. I may get her. All right, she was the one that sang the ice cream song. Okay, if you guys, that's one of the things that made that anime popular, was that she sang this cute ice cream song. Okay, but yeah, there she is. She's ready to take your order. Right. She's working in the Kuro Neko Cafe is what they call it. Man, it's been a minute since I watched it. All right, but yeah, like I said, I always wanted one, and I'm so glad that Kotobukiya made a figure to of Karasuba. Okay, I like her a whole lot. I don't think there is any other figures of Karasuba, unfortunately, but this one is very, very nice. All right, it's pretty much like a diorama. Okay, guys. Yeah, it's got a lot of optional stuff. You don't really have to have this menu. You don't really have to have the drink there. All right, you don't really have to have anything. You could just have. You could take the table and the thing out and just display it just like that, okay? Very nice. The outfit is so pretty. There's so many different colors and different shades and everything. All right. Yeah, I have to say, Kotobukiya did a bang-up job on this figure. I'm really happy that they pay tribute to our Prima Doll waifu Karasuba. Okay, so all right, so that's the end of the figure show tell. If I ever do get the Haizakura, I will, Hayes Mega will be on the lookout for it, okay? And yeah, so maybe Hayes Mega will put some other Kotobukiya figure show and tells at the end of this video, some links to them, so check those out, all right? But I think this is my only Prima Doll figure, all right? Also, if you haven't watched the anime Prima Doll, check it out. It's pretty good. And you will fall in love with Karasuba, okay? I'll tell you, okay? Thanks for watching. It's Big Out.